Where are we going today? There's a Fed meeting starting. We're down on the Nasdaq, but that may in large part because of Nvidia, which Nasdaq's down 100 points at this stage. David Nicholas watching the market for us this morning. David, are you trying to persuade me to buy an airline stock? Because you're touting Delta very heavily, and I've never bought an airline stock in 20 years.
Stuart, before you roll your eyes about another unprofitable airline, I think Delta, this is an Atlanta-based company, Delta is one of the most undervalued, underrated airlines in the sky today. They're one of the first companies to report next month. But with a 5% operating margin, they may be the only profitable airline in America today when we get earnings next quarter, because something's happened in the economy. This happened post-COVID. Spending on travel is growing at 2 to 3% above GDP. And what that shows us is, Stuart, Americans are placing a premium on travel. I think this trend continues, and I think Delta is the beneficiary of this extra spend. Stuart, it's a buy for me.
Well, wait a second. What is Delta doing so right that the others are doing so wrong?
Here's one for you, Stuart. I think you'll like this. Delta is one of the only non-unionized airlines. Now, their pilots are part of a union, but their employees are non-unionized. These unionized airlines cannot compete with Delta. Delta treats their customers well, but they treat their employees extremely well. When you do both of those things, Stuart, profits follow. So I think that's what's happening under the surface.
Do you have a price target for Delta over the next 12 months?
I would see $55 a share, which is about a 25% upside from here over the next 12 months. So it's a good time, I think, to get in before earnings.
Well, quick question. Many of the guests on this program in the last few days have said there won't be any rate cuts from the Fed this year. Where do you stand on that?
Well, Stuart, I think that's right. I mean, credit is flowing, unemployment is low, inflation is stubborn. But here's the problem. The Fed is political. I hate to even say this. You want it to seem that it's separate and distinct, but the Fed is political. I think you get a cut in June. Even though the Fed's funds are showing that there's a less than 50% chance, I think if the Fed, this is nuanced, Stuart, but I don't want to miss this. If the Fed waits till July, that's going to seem political. The Fed is political, but they don't want to look political, which is why I think you get a cut in June, Stuart.
Got it. Good thinking. Thanks very much indeed, David. We'll see you again real soon.